So exciting. I love this moment.
I've been notified.
That's exciting. That means we might be live or something.
Theoretically, I think so. I don't know.
It is funny because you can always tell when people are using Zoom webinar because the first part of their few sentences are always like, are we live? I'm not sure. I think we are. And I believe we are. It says we're live. I don't see video yet because my internet over here is slow.
I can look on my phone. If everybody's watching already, hello.
Somebody's watching. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Danielle. I'm here with Melissa, Dr. Melissa, actually. And we're here to talk today about 3 tools to stop judging.
Yay! I'm so excited.
I asked Melissa to be on with me because she's going to be hosting me for
Right Body for You.
Right Body for You. Sorry, I'm also doing the technical. Somebody said I can't join the event. It's if you go to the, I tried to answer her on here, but if she can't watch, she's not on it. Other people are watching.
Oh, I can send a message.
Yeah, maybe. Send her a message. I love you. All right. Yeah, because Melissa's hosting me for Right Body for You in Chicago, and I'm so excited. I haven't done a Right Body for You since the first of the year, since before COVID hit. And Melissa's also been joining us with the Right Body for You book club. She's been joining the Right Body for You book club, and it's been amazing. And the stuff we've revealed, I can't wait to see what shows up in the Right Body for You online workshop.
It's been so much fun. And I did the No Longer Waiting too. So we've done so many like fun things. I'm so excited for this workshop.
Oh yeah, you're No Longer Waiting too. I know, I can't wait. So we were talking about the No Longer Waiting, the Right Body for You book club, which yes, people can still join the book club. People have been asking me. And so yeah, I asked Melissa to come on because she's never taken a Right Body for You class. And she's hosting me because she had that energy of like, yes, I just want to do that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but we also really, because what's been coming up a lot in everybody's universe, Melissa's universe, my universe, everybody you talk to is judgment.
Pretty much.
And so like when we were talking about doing this Facebook Live, we were talking, she's like, do you want to do it on bodies? Do you want to do it on life and relationship? I'm like, yes. Yes.
All the things.
Yeah. So today, and I'm just kind of, rambling, letting more people to get on. And this is a new one. Usually I do on my personal page, but today is on the business page. Alexa, my social media person, would be so proud of me. Oh, I should share this to my all right. So, yep. So I'm just talking so people can join.
I was looking to see who said that they couldn't join so I could help them, but I don't know where they are. Well, somebody said, yay, I found you. So I think we're good.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, because we did it this way because we thought about having signups and stuff, and we're like, yeah, just people can watch. All right, so bear with me for a moment while I share this to my page. Bear with me for a moment, folks. Oh, Victoria found us. Yay, hi, Victoria. All right. Fantastico. All right, so without further ado, 3 tools to stop judging. Yay. Your body, your life, your relationship, your money, your COVID pandemic experience. And I say that
your experience.
It's an experience, right? Have you guys actually noticed that lately? That everybody's like, well, how have you been doing during COVID? And what have you been doing? And what have you got accomplished? And I'm like, nothing. And I judge myself for it, right? Because there's some people like, I did this and I wrote this and I created this and I did this. I'm like, I got dressed.
I think that's an accomplishment. I
Right?
don't get dressed most days.
Well, some days I get dressed. But it is interesting how I even judge myself for that. For it's like, because when COVID first hit, I was like, all this time home and I haven't been home for a while. I'm going to accomplish this. Then I do the humanoid thing of like 5 million different things that I planned on doing. And I've done like 2. So, this thing about judgment, and that's why I was joking, but not joking about your COVID experience, because really, judgment is all around. Whether it's what we've done, what we haven't done, if we're enough, if we're not enough, our relationship, what completes us, our money. Oh my gosh. I mean, really, who here has ever judged themselves today? Right? Right? I mean, just general. Yeah, sure. In the past week, yes. In the past 2 days, yes. In the past hour, maybe, And so that's why we decided to do this today, 3 tools to stop judging, because it is at the core of so much, core of with your body, core of with money, making money, having money, relationship, even your COVID experience, but your mental health, your physical health, everything. This judgment seems to be at a core. And, and I like to quote Gary Douglas, founder of Access Consciousness and Our Body for You. And he says, judgment is the ultimate poison to the body, your life, anything. Because, we do this where we think that judgment, that we create from judgment. No. Judgment always destroys, always is it's just a destructive energy, plain and simple. Judgment is a destructive energy. But we're taught to learn, we learn and we're taught to try to create from judgment, from the place of, let me find out what's wrong with me and fix that. Let me find out what's missing and I'll fill the hole. All puns intended, but sorry, I can't. I'm just a little naughty. All right, so. Well, and and honestly, I actually facilitate a lot of things with bodies. The No Longer Waiting, which you mentioned, the Right Body for You workshop that are coming up, and I've been doing for 12 years. And the 3-day body classes of Access Consciousness, which I've also been doing for 12 years, which just blows my mind. And our bodies love to laugh. And so my classes are always filled with a lot of laughter, because there's a time and place for tears, and then there's your body loves the laughter. It's like, I like to even envision, when we have solidity in our body through judgment or points of view or insanity, that when we do laughter, not laugh at, difference. Laugh at is being a bully, self-bully, and I talk about that in everything I do. But when you have a genuine laughter, I envision it of like making cracks and all that solidity so that you get the fluid back, the fluidity with your body, and it's malleable in your life and all that kind of fun stuff. So, and I'm trying to keep it everything. For those of you who have ever read the Right Body for You book, which I have one of the new ones.
Like I do too, but it's in the other room. It's okay.
Oops, that's somebody's address I'm supposed to send it to. It's the new cover. I love it. I can't remember. That I used to be shy and now I don't. Shut up. So that's as concise as I can get about judgment. Don't do it. And then 3 tools to not judge. Because I know, Melissa, you're going to ask me some questions. But one of the things I'm asked the most is like, okay, you say don't judge, but how do you not judge? So here are 3 easy, quick tools you can start using now. Stop judging. your body, your life, your relationship, your finances, your, like I said, COVID experience. I don't know why that expression keeps coming up today, but there you go.
I think it's the thing right now. Like I've heard that a lot in the last 24 hours. It's coming up a lot. Yeah.
There you go. No wonder it's popping. Well, there's an extra one. Are you know, those times when you think you're crazy and you just keep mentioning something? Are you crazy or are you aware of an energy? It's one of those places where you stop maybe judging yourself on. All right, so as I drink, I finally found a way to get sparkling coffee. It's black cherry and coffee flavored water. Sparkling water.
I might have to find that.
It's really good. All right, so I don't know if it has caffeine in it. I don't care. My body likes it. So here we go. 3 tools to stop judging now. So the first one, the first one, I love how I actually start with number 3 on my notes, which I find hilarious. Non-linear, used to be linear, is gratitude. Okay. And before you guys stop listening to me or go, we've heard that, whatever. Yeah, well, you know why you keep hearing it? Because it's true. It's actually one of the most potent things you can do to change judgment. Okay. Because you know how a second ago I was just talking about laughter kind of helps in my mind. I envision it creating cracks, like the vibration creates cracks in the solidity of things. Well, judgment is this big solid like chunk of stuff right in your universe or your body. And then when you have gratitude, the energy of gratitude and the energy of judgment cannot coexist. So when you have the energy of gratitude, it literally, and yes, our dear friend Dr. Dane here has always gone on about nobody knows what literally means. I mean, literally, starts to dissipate the judgment energy, because even though judgment can feel intense, can feel insurmountable, can feel like a lead weight, the energy of gratitude is actually more potent and stronger. We misidentify that, and we think that gratitude is weaker because it has space to it. So it doesn't have that same solid solidity that we in this reality think is so real. And so the more we feel it, the more real it is. No. So a lot of people think that this gratitude isn't more potent simply because they don't feel it as intensely, because it's space. It's something new in this reality. And so when you are grateful, the judgment energy, that solidity starts to dissipate. It cannot hold up in the face of gratitude. For me, it's kind of like, you know, gratitude walks into a room and judgment goes, I can't be here, and runs out because it's so scary, right? And that's true. Not scary, but so like, I can't keep myself intact when you're around, so I'm going away. You know, that's judgment. And people then ask, well, what do I have to be grateful about? Anything. Okay. If you're judging your body, stop and find something to be grateful about. If you can find something to be grateful about your body, great. Do that. Even if it's not gratitude about your body, that energy of gratitude is still so potent that it'll contribute to getting rid of that judgment of your body. Okay. And you can always find something to be grateful about having a body. It hasn't kicked you out. You can feel the hug of a friend. You can feel the sun. Someday we'll be able to hug a friend again. But it's that you can always find something to be grateful for a body. Because as a matter of fact, it's like, how much of this reality would you miss if you didn't have a body?
Yeah. You know, it's interesting, Danielle. I had a client that we talked about this with recently, and she was always like judging her body and judging her stomach, and she's a singer. And so one of the things that we talked about was, what if you could be grateful for anything about your body? And she's like, I can't, I hate my body. And I was like, okay, well, let's look at your stomach. Can you sing without your stomach? And she just like tears was like, no, I couldn't sing if I didn't have my body. I couldn't. And so it was like looking at it from a totally different perspective for her, where she was going into all the judgment about her body and not realizing that she was actually making beautiful music with her body.
Totally, totally. And I love it. That's a great example. It's one of those things of what would you miss if you didn't have a body, you know? So yeah, and just that energy and all everybody who's watching now or in the future, you can totally perceive her universe. You know, you can tap into Melissa's client and how her energy of judgment dissipated just for that gratitude of what the body was actually contributing. Okay, so it's a great example of how gratitude and judgment cannot coexist. And you bring in the energy of gratitude, judgment cannot hold itself intact and, you know, runs away. Nah. But it does. It will literally dissipate. All right. So I'm going through these quickly. If you have comments over here, I'm sorry. I'm not. They're over on that computer all the way over there. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Number 2. Let's see. Do you guys have any questions about that? All right. So sorry if you're over there reading the comments. All right. No, I love you. Number 2. And number 2, wait, should I do that one first? Okay. Here's an interesting one that I think is going to, actually, I think the next 2 are going to surprise some of you. Number 2 is go offline for at least 30 minutes. Okay.
So much.
It's true, you know, and and however you do this, and I'm talking 30 minutes a day, if possible. And you know, what I've been doing lately, even when I have 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. meetings, because I do weekly, I will get up 30 minutes earlier, sit in my bed before I don't check the phone. I don't check Skype. I don't do any of that. And I'll read for 30 minutes before starting the day, before checking in with everybody else's universe. And because you guys, and this really assisted my body. It assisted my universe. It assisted my ability to work. It assisted my sanity, my space. And it also assisted my body because I noticed I wasn't even out of bed. I would check the phone who here uses their phone to tell the time and alarm clock? Yeah. The most of us now use that, right? So how easy is it the second you turn off your alarm, all that stuff comes in. And it was like missile impacts on my body and my universe. So before I even had to sleep out of my eyes, I was in everybody's universe and I lost, I'd not say lost, but I wasn't as much in my space before I was in everybody else's space and everybody was in mine. And so when I started doing this 30 minutes offline, you could do it in the middle of the day too. It's totally up to you. Just 30 minutes for you, your body, and your space. Sometimes I'll do a walk and whatever. I still keep the 30 minutes in the morning for reading just because it's really created a dynamic space and possibility to create from. So some people are like, wait a minute, is this about stress or is this about judgment? Yes. Okay. Because one thing I know is when I have less of a knowing and a less of ease of my space, of being with me, the more I am susceptible to comparing myself to others, getting lost in their insanities. Then those tools like, who does it belong to? I am less quick to use it or less potent simply because I don't even know my space. So I get lost in other people's, which is a huge capacity we all have, is to get lost in other people's realities. So even the people that I've told and suggested this to, they're like, oh my gosh, that makes such a difference. Because then you're not judging you because you're not lost in other people's worlds. You're not lost in their projections. You retain more of your space. Like contracted, spacious. You retain more of your space, so that if like you're having a conversation with somebody, you perceive what is projections. You will be able to know more of what's going on, what's required. You have more information. It's really interesting to see how this. I didn't expect this to create less judgment. I just thought, oh, that'd be more space, and blah. But it's when you know your space, you're less likely to judge or compare yourself with others, or judge others and then judge you for judging themselves. Your tempers can be less. It's really interesting to see what this taking this 30 minutes for yourself is. And so I know that's going to surprise a few people, but it is. It's like, yeah, go out in nature, go for a walk. I do all of that, but take the 30 minutes. And I'm gonna do a quick little addendum to this taking 30 minutes offline. That doesn't mean take 30 minutes and spend it on social media. Okay, I'm gonna say that right now. Somebody asked me the other day, well, can I do fun TikToks? I'm like, as long as it's not, as long as it's something amusing and not, or entertaining and not political or not. I'm looking at the places where anybody else ever gone down a dark rabbit hole and compare yourself and judge yourself and judge your body when you're lost on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So 30 minutes offline includes 30 minutes off of social media so that you can have more of your space.
It's so interesting. Yeah. As you're talking about this, it's fascinating because it's like I feel the space. I don't know if anybody else on is experiencing that. Like as you're talking about it, there's just an energy to it of just this like expansion. Because like you were saying, you go into this like, who does this belong to thing, where as soon as you open your phone, if you're seeing everybody's stuff and on social media, you're like becoming in everybody else's stuff. And now automatically you think all of that's yours. But if you like take that time of like, okay, this is me, like I can just perceive the like space around that. That's really cool.
Yeah. And excuse me. And it's not a this is me separation. It's a right. This is me. I'm aware of everything instead of I'm lost in everything. Because when you're looking at your phone, like for me, as soon as I got up and I was reading everything, and because I work with Access Consciousness, so I had overnight messages from Australia, morning messages from Europe, and it's 7 a.m. and I'm like, they're already full on into a day. I'm not even fully with my body yet, and I'm already, all of that information is coming in. So yeah, so I love it. It's an absolute game changer, honestly, for me and the people I've shared it with. So yeah, so whether it's 30 minutes in the morning, which you guys, even if you don't do that, I do suggest taking at least 5 or 10 minutes for yourself in the morning. If you're not reading or going out for a walk, even just the time you're brushing your teeth and brushing your hair, showering, whatever in the morning, do that before you look at your phone so that you have that, that sense of self. And it's funny because at first I was judging myself for taking that 30 minutes and being selfish. And I went, isn't that interesting? I'm judging myself for that. And then I thought, oh, well, I woke up 30 minutes earlier. And this is a total rationalization. I get that. And sometimes whatever gets you there, right? My rationalization was I was going to be asleep anyway, so they weren't going to hear from me from that 30 minutes. So, I got up 30 minutes earlier. So like I said, that's a rationalization. Hopefully you can do it without that. But I did that to get me there. And now I just choose it for me because I know it creates more, including that no judgment. So
awesome. So before we get into number 3, can we talk a little bit about our Right Body for You class coming up?
Yes, I would love to. I love talking about bodies because all of this has to do with bodies too.
Cool. So I was looking at like, okay, what don't I know? Because I haven't done this before. So I'm really excited about it. And I think it's really fun that we're actually doing it online. We had talked originally about doing it here in Chicago. I live in Chicago. And we decided that
and
with
I love coming to
COVID,
Chicago.
and we will do it at some point, but but for right now, we were like, all right, we'll do it online. And it's created something because then we get people from all over the world, and that's really fun. But I think I was just kind of looking at like, I don't really know what to expect. And I've done some of like the No Longer Waiting, and I've done the book club. So I guess my like biggest question is, how is this different from those things?
Oh, great question. And you guys, and the No Longer Waiting she keeps talking about is it's called No Longer Waiting, WEIGHT. And it's where we are waiting to create our lives, and where a lot of us do that with weight. But it's also just where we are waiting, WAIT, to do anything. Anyways, it's this 30, 60-day program that I've done. So that's that. And a lot of it use the Access and Right Body for You tools. And then the Right Body for You book club. We're 12 weeks out of 14 in. And that's a great question, because a lot of people ask me with like if I've read the book. Whoops, sorry, address again. I've read the book.
Damn,
or the one back there, with the old cover, with me on it. Do I have to do the workshop? Yes. Yes. Well, simply because, those of you who have done the workshop, and if you're watching right now, you can make comments if you would, that'd be great. I have spent 12 years developing the workshop. The book was the first chapter. The book was the inspiration. The book was getting started. And then boom, I've spent 12 years creating the workshop that gets done all over the world, which is really by a lot of facilitators. It's so exciting. And so in the workshop we get, even though it's a class without prereqs, so anybody can come, it's quite dynamic, because we get down into the dirt. We get down and dirty with really what we are creating our bodies from. And here's the thing. A lot of people think they have to have a body problem to come to a Right Body For You workshop. Right Body For You can help you change anything that you desire in your body. But Right Body For You, the workshops are really about creating that communion with your body to where anything becomes possible. So it's about creating more, not fixing. Okay. And so fixing includes that. Absolutely. But Right Body For You doesn't come from the place of, oh, good, you walked in with a broken body. Let's fix you in the body. No. But Right Body For You, the workshops are from the place of like, cool, you have a body. What else is possible with it? You never thought possible. So we talk about the communion with it. We talk about money. We talk about words and languaging. We talk about pain, sex, earth, and all of these things. And we have, one of the things I love about Right Body For You, I call it a workshop instead of a class, because it involved the bodies. When I first took over the Right Body For You classes 12 years ago, which still blows my mind, you guys. It's like 12 and a half years at this point. The bodies weren't in the class very much. We just sat there and talked. And I'm like, the bodies are bored. And so we created a workshop. So we have some little activities and stuff like that. And so the one with food will be interesting to be online, because I've done it online for years, but I had people in the room also. So this will be fun to see how it is all online, but I have plans.
Yeah. So you kind of answered my next question. I was going to ask. So now it's online. So is it going to be different than, if you were in the class, or like, I assume in some way, but probably like how?
In some way it's going to be different, because I usually do a hands-on body process, and as fun as that is, it's not quite the same.
I feel like I'm back in the face. All right. I realize on the screen we're next to each other, so that doesn't make sense to other people.
Did I mention that we do a lot of laughter during classes?
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So, I have had. I have had.
I'll stop.
Okay, so a little side note, when we talk about not judging our bodies or judging anything, it's like, I assume those of you who are watching now or in the future, hopefully some of you are laughing with us or at us. Either one works. But how does your body feel right now? I don't know about you, but it's like, I mean, my body was feeling pretty good. And now just having that genuine, like, riotous laughter, my body feels even better and more space and more possible. And that's one of the things I love about this. And it's like, try to judge yourself when you're laughing. Again, not laughing at yourself. Self-bullying, different story. Talk to me in the Right Body Few workshop about that. But just genuine enjoyment, laughter. Can you even judge yourself when you're doing that? You know, I guess that probably should have been one of my tools, because it's one of my favorite things to do is laugh every day. Take 5 minutes of your 30 minutes, addendum 2. Take 5 minutes of that 30 minutes and read something that's funny. Read memes, read, funny TikToks. I guess you don't read those, but you know what I mean. Read something that's funny and makes you laugh out loud, or watch something that's funny and makes you laugh out loud. And again, it's that energy that judgment cannot hold up in. Okay. So there's addendum 2 to taking 30 minutes offline. Is
actually like 5 or 6 tips. Something.
I know.
I'm not judging.
I figure if I called it addendum, they might not notice it was like 5 or 6 tools. Addendum C, the tool 2.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
So yeah, but laugh, because you have, I mean, think about it. Just now as we're laughing, to start judging yourself, you have to go, serious, and then re-solidify. And that's like, it's so much work. So laughter actually helps you to stop judging. It really does. Again, not laughing at, not self-bully, but just genuine enjoyment of laughter. Okay.
So maybe another question I have is, we talk a lot about how we judge ourselves. Is there stuff in the class around like how to deal with other people's judgments of us?
Oh, yes. I spend a lot of time on who does it belong to and return to sender. And what's really cool is, and I've said, I have a video somewhere. I talked about the Right Body Few workshop coming up. And that one of the things I'm really excited about is the stuff that's been coming up in the Right Body Few book club. So much extra has been like showing up and being revealed, and I've been talking about things in a different way. I can't wait to talk about them in the workshop, right? And one of them that I want to explore on, and I even have a little note for myself, is, does this have anything to do with me?
I love that. I love being like, and I have a post-it ready to go.
I do. It's on my computer screen over here.
Awesome.
Because I was having a bad day. I was judging people. I was judging myself in regards to other people. And even though it felt very personal because it was about me, quote unquote, about me, I stopped and looked at that and I went, wait a minute, does this have anything to do with me? It doesn't. Either I was superimposing, or I just happen to be a likely target. There's a number of things. I actually made a video about it the other day. I haven't released it yet. I will. Anyway. So when we talk about how to deal with judgment, other people judging us or judging us, judging them or anything, honestly, it has little to do with us. Usually they're judging them. It's really fascinating. And so, I'll go a lot more into the workshop, but from that question, really, you want to ask, does this have anything to do with me? Even if it's about you.
Yeah.
Even if it's about you, very rarely does it have anything to do with you. It sounds insane. Try it out. This might have to be addendum D on a tool I haven't given yet.
Okay. Should we let you get to the next tool? Is there anything else you wanted to say about the Right Body for You workshop? I'm so excited for it.
I'm so excited because I haven't done one since like January or something because of COVID. So I can't wait. And I can't wait to share all these new things. It's like, I haven't talked about, does this have anything to do with you in a Right Body for You workshop? And I can't wait to share what else has come up in the book club, and even if you've been on the book club, because it's like, things will open up and then even more comes later, like in conversations with people or sessions. And so it's like, I can't wait to see what shows up. I am so excited. Oh, and one thing I'm very, 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 very grateful for is I have been doing Right Body Free workshops online for a good 5 years. So I'm already good at it. Well, because, it's a muscle to be able to perceive people in their bodies long distance and make them feel like they're right here. As a matter of fact, total side note, but I've had people like talk and like if I was with a group of people right now and they'd be like, and Melissa was on the screen, they'd be like, oh, Miss Melissa, remember when da da da? And she'd be like, I wasn't in the room. What? Because the class is one, and so it's kind of fun. So don't let the online stop you. Take it as the gift that it is, that you can do it anywhere, and you will get replays because it's fun, and I've developed the muscle to be able to include everybody in everybody's body. So I'm so looking forward to it. And I just love the Right Body Free workshops. Obviously, I've spent 12 years creating it.
Yeah, it's going to be really awesome. It's something I've noticed just and I haven't done a Right Body Free workshop, but just being online with you in all of your other classes, it does feel like I'm in the room with you. I just feel like I just like hung out with you for an hour, and or however long it's been, I'm like, this is 2.5 days. Like, that's so exciting just because it always feels like that. Like we're just like hanging out,
Yeah.
So I think it'll be really cool.
Oh, thank you. Fun. That's fun. That makes me happy to hear. Okay, so number three, we're actually on like 7, right? Or something like that. Tools number 7.
Don't tell
them. Just 3 tools. So what was, that one. Oh, here's a fun one. And this one comes with home play or actions to take, I should say. And the third one is allowance. Okay. Now, before you guys get bored, because if you've done any access or Right Body for you, you're like, allowance, fine. Yeah, I heard that. Don't turn me off yet, because I have a spin on this. Okay. So yes, it is allowance for you, allowance for them, allowance for anything. Okay. Allowance allows you to not judge. But here's the thing that's interesting. So this is my action I'm going to ask you guys to take on this. Spend one day. Spend one day being in total allowance of your choices. Because what we tend to do is we tend to make a choice and then judge whether it's right or wrong. And then once we've taken the action with from the choice we made, we do what in TV we call a postmortem, where it's like we would talk about the news broadcast. We would say what we did good and what we did bad. And so what I've noticed is a lot of people, myself included, will do this where they will, okay, well, I did good with that choice and I carried it out well, and well, I couldn't do it as well. I could have done it better. So it's like we tend to do a postmortem on our choices, and all of that is looking for we're right and wrong about it, which is nothing but judgment. Okay. Or we come in pre-judge to the choice, because I'm going to do this choice right. I'm going to make this choice and I'm going to eat good all day. And I am not going to judge anyone today. And we have all these things because we think it's the right thing to do, which is just judgment. So my spin on this allowance thing, and allowance is where everything is just an interesting point of view. There's no right, there's no wrong, and it's just a choice. So what I'm going to give you guys is for one whole day, hopes and dreams bars. I know, hopes and dreams bars, Danielle, but one day. For those of you who don't know, hopes and dreams bars is a point for the Access Consciousness bars. Check them out. It's pretty cool. And what you want to do is be in total allowance of your choices. What that means is ask your body, what would you like to eat? And it says burger and fries, and you end up getting Chinese food. So you're overriding your body. This is so many places people go, well, it'll be just fine because I'm just overriding it. It's it'll be fine. Or I'm so bad because my body wanted burger and fries, but I really wanted the Chinese food. So I did Chinese food and I'm bad and wrong. Maybe I'll actually listen to my body tomorrow and do what it wants to eat tomorrow, but not today. And all of that is judgment. Okay. So what I'm going to invite you to do, especially with bodies, you guys, bodies and everything, but bodies, is okay. So you ask your body, what would like to eat? And it's burger and fries. And then you go, but I want Chinese food. Instead of the judgment, go, and it's okay. I'm choosing Chinese food. It's okay. I'm overriding my body. It's not right. It's not wrong. This is actually what allowance is, you guys. And so it's like, okay, I'm overriding my body. And here, I'll let a little spoiler. Your body doesn't care. It's more of you judging you that you're overriding your body that is more impactful and destructive than overriding your body. You guys need to listen to that part again. I'll say it one more time though. It is more often your judgment of you overriding your body that is the destructive element and your judgment of it than the actual overriding of your body. Okay, so this is what I mean by allowance. 1 day of total allowance of, yeah, you might have overridden your body and it's okay. It's not right. It's not wrong. And then see how your body is with that. Oh, well, you were supposed to do this work and you didn't do that work. You farted around and watched movies for 3 hours or whatever. Cool. That was your choice. It's not right. It's not wrong. And don't do the passive aggressive. It's just okay. Look at the energy, guys. If you're doing, it's just okay because it should be, because I'm in allowance. No, you're not. You're totally judging and trying to ignore that you're judging. Okay. So be aware of the energy you're being with that and just be the space of that allowance, that there is no right choice or wrong choice. And it's amazing how that helps you to not judge, because then you get to see that every choice is just a choice and that you don't have to use judgment to choose anything, but we tend to use judgment to choose. I made a choice from judgment. Okay, so that is the third one, which is really like the seventh one. But it is that place where a choice is truly just a choice. Gary Douglas, founder of Access, talks to us about that all the time. But then we have this element of judgment mixed in. So it's 1 day of not judging your choices, that they are truly just choices. It's not right. It's not wrong. The world will not come crashing down. And what else? So it's kind of a fun one, and it's one I've given to a lot of people. I gave it in the No Longer Waiting. I don't know if you remember that. And it's the one people hate to do. It's so funny. They are so resistant to do this. So I know you guys won't do it.
Sounds like a challenge.
But it is, and it's truly one of those things that can help you to get out of judgment, is because if you stop looking for the right choice and the wrong choice, everything's just a choice. You want to know how to stop judging? Stop looking for the right and wrong. So, quick recap if possible. 1, gratitude. 2, offline for at least 30 minutes to step out of other people's universes, get more in your space, and all the addendums.
All the addendums.
Listen again. And then number 3 is the allowance. And 1 full day, an action to take of 1 full day of not judging your choices. Just no right, no wrong. I just chose. And it's okay.
I love that.
Oh, it's amazing, because I've had people go, it's almost like because they didn't want to judge and go against this. Okay. They didn't want to judge and go against their body. So it kind of put them into a stalemate of doing nothing. Because it's like, body, what would you like to eat? Oh, my body wants burger and fries, but I want Chinese food. Oh, but my body wants burger and fries. I don't think I want burger and fries. My body wants burger and fries, but I want the Chinese food. And then you sit there and you argue with yourself for the next 3 hours and you never eat because you put yourself in a stalemate because you're trying not to judge. Just make the choice and then not judge it, not make it right or wrong. So it's
yeah, it's a choose.
It is choose. But it's so funny because I can always tell the moment when I start sounding like Charlie Brown adults, and that was that one. That was that moment. That was that moment. Cool. All right. And I also have the link to the Right Body for You workshop. If anybody would like to join us in that, we're going to have so much fun. Except I don't know how to get to the page that we're on.
I don't know either. You can post it afterwards.
Anyways, do you have any other questions?
I don't think so. I'm so excited. I maybe the last question is just like, what's like your favorite like aha moment that somebody had, or the first thing that comes to your mind? Sorry.
Well, no, it's funny because I'm like, oh my gosh, I had so many, but really it's like that they have a body.
That's amazing.
It is. It sounds funny, but it's true. It's and I know people want to dismiss this, but it's like, yeah, I know I have a body. I put clothes on, I brush my teeth. But there's so much more to possible with the body. So it is interesting for people to go, wait a minute, I have a body. Hot damn, right? So that would probably be one. It was one of those fun moments. And then I love to begin to see the glimmer of people not judging themselves in regards to their body. Okay. And what I mean by that is, this is one of my targets with Right Body for You is yeah, we judge us. We judge our body. And then one thing that people never want to actually look at is, or they look at too much, is where they think they've done their body wrong. So they judge themselves specifically in regards to their body. And, one of the things I see with people all the time is like, I don't want to ask my body what it wants to, I don't want to ask my body because I'm afraid of what it's going to say because I've done all these mean things to it over the years. And I'm afraid it's just going to be mean and mad. And so I'm not going to ask my body anything. Spoiler, your body's not mad at you. And we actually go into this a lot in the workshop. But to see people change that, judging themselves in regards to their body, because their body's not asking for them to judge. Your body's not asking you to judge it. Your body's not judging you. We are projecting onto our body that our body's mad at us. I have never in 12 years seen a body be mad at an infinite being. Sorry. I know that's going to piss some people off. They're like, no, my body's mad.
No, it's awesome.
I know. I see a lot of people fight for that. And I've 12 years, I've never seen anybody mad at their infinite being. Just us thinking they should be, but they're not. So it's like, incredible. So the question is for you guys is how much of you thinking your body is mad at you is true? Or how much of that is a projection of you? Again, rah, 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 Charlie Brown. I get it. Okay. Anything else? I can't believe we've almost been an hour. I thought this was going to be like maybe 30 minutes.
I know. I saw you put 30 minutes. I was like, oh, that won't be super long. But no, it's great. No, this is so valuable. I'm so like, I don't know, pumped. It'll be fun.
I can't wait. I love doing these classes. I love doing the Right Body for You workshops. And I haven't done one in months, like half a year, which in humanoid time is like ever, lifetimes. And so much has changed. So much has changed.
This is the first like pre-change tracks or post-trade. Yeah, that.
Yeah. So this is the first one I've done, and I am so freaking excited to share with everybody what I've been discovering. Yeah. So I can't wait. So hopefully you guys join. And please, you guys, the 3 tools to stop judging and all the addendums, which is more like 7 tools. please use them. Please listen to this again. Because what else is possible? So, spoiler, a lot.
Oh, that's awesome.
Minor detail, just a lot. All right. So, we never told them August 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Somebody just thought that. Yes, it's August 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's 2.5 day workshop. So it starts the evening of the 7th, all day the 8th, and all day the 9th. Okay. So it is 2.5 days, and it's awesome. Yes, you get a manual. And yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I can't wait. I can't wait. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Melissa, for coming on and playing with me. I can't wait. Well, I was going to say I can't wait to hug you in Chicago, but later.
Yeah, I know. I'll come to Utah. I swear, it's happening.
Yes, come to Utah. Yes. More information on that. Yeah, so come and play, you guys. Come and play online. And we already have people from all over the world, including India and the UK and Canada.
It'll be fun because it'll be times all over the place.
I know. I love that's one of the things I love about so many of the different. One of the things I love about this being global is somebody's always up, somebody's always there to play with, and it's amazing to see all the different cultures brought into a class. I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, I had to laugh the other day. I'm like, in the 30 minutes I've been on the computer, I talked with somebody in Australia, in England, in Canada, in the US, and in Mexico, and then in Guatemala. I'm like, this is so cool. This is so cool. That was just what the first 30, maybe 45 minutes of me being on the computer in the morning. I'm like, this is so cool. And that is actually one of the joys of what we do here. Yeah. We get to talk to everybody all over the world. So come and play with us.
Yay. How does it get any better?
August 7th, 8th, and 9th. Me and Melissa. All right. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Now we're in the future. And I hope you use these tools to stop judging. And judging you, judging your body, judging other people, judging your life, judging your COVID experience.
You're gonna have to coin that.
I know, right? What you've created or what you haven't created, and what if choices were just choices. So cool. All right. Thanks, everybody. Hope to hug you soon around the world.
Thank you.
Bye.